Recently, we took a look at the top 5 reasons not to sell your home in 2024. And we're getting a lot of mixed signals in the market. We heard from some of our clients, and we're saying, well, geez, my plan is to sell my home this year. Is it that bad? Well, it kind of forces us to take a look and to say, you know what, let's take a look at the top 5 reasons to sell your home this year. And you can make a case either way. So today we're gonna take a look at the top 5 reasons, and let's dive in. So, well, first off, if you like some of the content you're hearing on this channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that big red subscribe button. That way you can be the first to get the videos that we post. Also, if you're interested, join our newsletter. You can join our newsletter by visiting Downsizing Detroit. We don't spam you, just resources and just information for you to share. So anyway, back to the show. So top 5 reasons to sell. Let's start with the number one reason, which I think we maybe guess, maybe not, but top number one reason to sell is that home prices have peaked. We've had this incredible run up. If you remember, even before the pandemic, we had this run up in prices that was big. Homes were selling at that point their all-time peak. That has changed a bit. Get to the pandemic, things cooled for a bit, and then it just surged like crazy. And now we're at the peak, and we're starting to see some things. Maybe I don't want to say cool, but we're starting to see some signs that we are kind of at that peak. And to give you an idea, Troy, just a few sampling of Metro Detroit suburbs and kind of where they're at relative to even last year. Troy up 15%, Rochester Hills up 10%, Oakland Township up 13%, Franklin's up 44.5%, incredible. Birmingham is up 23%. So again, these are all big numbers. We're at the point where, given interest rates, given where the overall economy is, I don't see this increasing much. I don't see selling this year if you're leaving money on the table for next year. So, which brings us to the second reason this year is low inventory. We've heard it, right? Just there's homes in this area where there's incredible lack of homes available for sale. In all price ranges, but especially in the more moderate price ranges. Get to the upper end, so start a little more inventory, but we're still scarce. We're still way down. To give you an idea, this is the number of listings in certain select communities in Metro Detroit compared to last year. Bloomfield Township down 24%. Bloomfield Township as a whole. Bloomfield Hills, the city of Bloomfield Hills, is down 30%. Troy 48098, so kind of northwest Troy, that is down 24%. Rochester Hills, entire city, down 15%. Huge decrease for a city of that size. 48306, Oakland Township, Rochester Hills, down 20%. This is the number of new listings compared to last year at this point. So we're just not seeing that. So what does that mean for you as a home seller? What that means is that you now have the ability to get that premium price. And you've heard some of our other videos, our pricing strategy, which is called the AIM model, which is aspirational, inline, and market mania pricing. That's how we price homes. And now to the point now where a lot of home sellers, given low inventory, we can price this a little higher and kind of shoot for that premium and really get it in this market because of low inventory. So if you're thinking about selling this year, now is time to capitalize on that and get a premium for your house, because that premium could be gone next year as interest rates drop and more homes come on the market, solving that low inventory issue. By the way, if you are thinking about selling your home in 2024, it always becomes a personal decision, meaning it's really up to you. We can only time the market so much. We're going to get some signals from the market and really try to make a wise decision. But in the end, it's up to you. So if you are thinking about doing it, you're going to want to kind of watch the rest of this video when we get to the fifth reason, because the fifth reason is really the one that's going to say, yep, I'm selling this year. So anyway, back to reason number 3. Reason number 3 to sell this year is the economy is good. That's right. Last video we looked at, the economy was not great. And the reality is we're getting some mixed signals. I mean, we're seeing recently here now, we had inflation has tamed, but then we had a little spike up, which is going to hurt the stock market. We've seen interest rates kind of fluctuate from a drop below 7 now to kind of edging over 7. And, we're starting to hear that, some people are predicting mid 5s for this year. I don't see that personally happening. But all that said, the economy overall is pretty strong. The stock market is up big. Unemployment low is at 3.7%, really historically low, very low. The stock market is. I'm sorry, the unemployment rate is very low. Stock market, in the last 90 days, NASDAQ is up 10%. That's huge. So we're seeing stability in the stock market. We're seeing low unemployment. We are in election year, so I don't expect anything crazy to happen. Of course, if there's geopolitical concerns, we do have a few across the globe. But overall, I expect that to be, I would expect really the economy to be stable because it's an election year. So with all those things, the economy is good. There is cash out there. Consumers relatively confident, relatively being the key word. And with that, all signs point to, if you are planning on selling your home, that this is the good year to do it. And you can still command that premium price because of the economy and because of the other two reasons that we had shared. The fourth reason to sell your home this year is actually, probably one that we're most focused on with our clients who are trying to time the market. And that's the fourth reason is waiting too long may actually hurt you. And here's what I mean by that. You start looking out ahead right now. There's just a lot of uncertainty. There's uncertainty in the real estate market with what interest rates are going to do. There's uncertainty in terms of just the lack of available homes we've talked about and when that issue will change. There's also overall general uncertainty because of an election year. So all these things here is that if you end up waiting, by definition, right, there's going to be more risk. I don't know what 2025 is going to hold. None of us do. None of us have that crystal ball. But we do expect interest rates to drop, but who knows? And if at that point interest rates drop, more inventory is going to come on the market. That's if they hit the mid-fives interest rates. More inventory comes in the market, that's going to take away your premium pricing. So if you wait, you may actually get hurt. So now that doesn't mean that you can take a decision if you're going to sell in 2 to 3 years. Really, it doesn't matter, right? You probably don't watch this video anyway. But if you are thinking about selling next year even, you may want to pull the decision ahead to this year because waiting may actually hurt you. You may lose your premium power, and meaning your power to get a premium price in today's market. And the number one reason we think, the biggest reason to sell is, and this is why hopefully you hung around here to watch this video, is it is a seller's market here in 2024. And that may not be around forever. So right now, we currently see the value of your home is at an all-time high. Inventory for supply and demand is low, and the economy is good. So this is like the buildup of all that we've talked about here. For all of those reasons, really now is the time to sell. And this is the window of opportunity where if we don't capitalize on that window of opportunity, it may not be here next year. And that's where it really is taking advantage of the seller's market. It used to be that a seller's market with this was years ago. The seller's market, if you had 6 months of inventory or less, it was considered a seller's market. Well, today, those measures really don't even apply. It's really less than 3 months supply of inventory. And really what we're starting to see though is that, we're seeing there's still not enough homes to sell, right? So we still have that premium, premium position in the market for the sellers. But so the inventory is not staying on the market. But also all signs pointed to that seller's market. But here's the thing that's a little bit interesting, is we are starting to see that, some headwinds entering here, which means that seller's market's not going to last forever. And here's how we're starting to see that the number of days on market, which is really an indicator of how long homes are taking to sell. And we're starting to see that creep up a bit. And what that means is that, I'm looking out ahead and saying, geez, this seller's market may not be here forever. And so we are starting to see some of these headwinds. Beverly Hills, this is days on market, is up 18%. Birmingham, days on market, jumped 25%. Oakland Township, up 18%. Troy, 48098, jumped 16%. So again, homes are taking longer to sell. So we're starting to see that seller's market, again, still a seller's market now, but as we get towards the end of this year, maybe into 2025, that seller's market is probably going to be gone, especially because I do think interest rates, as I've said, will drop. So again, although we listed at number 5, the number one reason to sell here in 2024 is it is a seller's market. So again, when you're looking at selling your home, it's going to be up to you. And it's important to have a plan. We always say that you can't really time the market. We've looked at both sides of this. Top reasons to sell in 2025 and the top 5 reasons not to sell in 2025. And when you look at this, it's going to be up to you. Most importantly, have a plan to sell. And then really you're going to look at the market and get the proper guidance and then make the best decisions for you and your family. So again, if you're enjoying the content here that you're seeing, please make sure you subscribe and hit that big red subscribe button here so you can get first access to all the videos. If you have any questions ever on the value of your home, message me, reach out to me today, and we can love to walk you through the value of your home. Lastly, if you are going to, if you do like this content and want to receive a weekly email update, again, we're not looking to spam you. We're not looking just to send, we're not sending you recipes. It's really valuable information on the real estate market and the value of your home. Visit downsizingdetroit.com, downsizingdetroit.com, and you can be added to our email list. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.